We are going to do some practice at 200 words a minute. We have Mr. Nico for defense, Mr. Manning for the plaintiff. Let's identify.
I am attorney for the plaintiff, Mr. Manning.
I am the court.
I'm attorney for defense, Mr. Nico.
And I am the witness. Go ahead and start on line 4 with Mr. Nico and Kyle.
Okay, for the record. Objection, Your Honor, calls for hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection as to that last statement.
After the manager made whatever comments he may have made, what if anything occurred? Did anything happen thereafter?
After he told the defendant to leave, he looked like he calmed down.
Objection, Your Honor, calls for hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection and ask it be stricken.
Let me assist you if I can. After the manager had a conversation with the defendant, how did the defendant react? Let me ask you that.
He was calm
Did he remain calm?
for about 5 seconds.
What happened after the 5 seconds elapsed?
He turned around and sucker punched me.
What do you mean sucker punched you?
He turned around and looked like he was about to leave the door.
Objection, that is speculation.
I'll sustain the objection.
Was he facing you prior to sucker punching you, as you say?
He was turning around, then he whipped around and a fist collided into my right left cheek. Excuse me.
You mean he hit you?
Yes.
What happened after he hit you?
I stumbled back and the manager saw this and
Objection, Your Honor, calls for speculation.
Sustained. Just tell us what you do and what you saw.
all right. What I did is after being hit, I bounced back a little bit. What happened? And out of the corner of my eye, I see the manager trying to grab the defendant.
What did you do as you were seeing this occur in front of you?
Well, I tried to reach out to grab the defendant to hold him till the police got there
Why?
so I can press charges
For doing what?
for hitting me.
Okay, then what happened?
Well, 5, 10 seconds, I guess 15 seconds. After a while, we were thrashing around.
We? Who is we?
The manager, me, and the defendant, we were trying to wrestle him down, hold him. And we kept thrashing around and we all fell out the door that I opened.
Very well.
Okay.
What happened outside?
Outside, a unit squad car drove by with 2 cops in it, and I heard my dad whistle at them, and they stopped.
Excuse me, Your Honor, I think this calls for hearsay, and I think any further testimony would be irrelevant.
It's further assaultive conduct, Your Honor, and a whistle is not hearsay.
I'm going to overrule the objection.
You may answer. Go ahead.
Okay, I heard my father whistle, and I heard the cop car screech to a stop, and a couple of cops came out, and I told them what happened when they were coming up, because by this time I had my hands off of him, and I was almost on the ground.
All right, during this entire time that you were in contact both physically and in the presence of the defendant, what was his physical sobriety to your knowledge?
Objection, Your Honor, this calls for speculation and opinion not based on any foundation.
This witness can testify as to what he saw.
I'm going to have you rephrase the question.
What physical symptoms of sobriety did you see about the defendant?
Objection, Your Honor, there is no foundation that this witness can testify as to what conditions he's talking about.
Overrule the objection. A lay person can talk about sobriety.
Go ahead.
Well, I noticed that his eyes were red and he was kind of weaving, right? And when I went out to open up the door, I smelled alcohol.
How did he react to your conversation with him during that time?
Slow.
Did he speak to you?
Yeah.
And how was his speech? Could you characterize his speech?
Flourish.
I don't have anything further, Your Honor.
Mr. Nico, your witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. When you first saw Mr. Schra, he was outside of the hotel, isn't that correct?
Yeah.
And you were in your office?
Yes, I was.
How far is the office from the front door?
About 10, 15 feet.
And is your office an enclosed office?
Yes, it is.
And is there a door?
Yes, there is one.
And is there a window?
Yes, plexiglass.
In the door?
No.
Where's the window?
The window speculating to the door, not the door office door.
I'm sorry, the door to the office?
The door to the office
Correct.
is one solid door. There is no window to it.
On either side of the door, is there a window?
No.
So from the office, can you see out?
Yes, I can if I move from the door because there is this wall that sits there. I moved around and there is this plate glass window.
Okay, when you were sitting watching TV, were you situated that you could see out of the plexiglass window?
Yes, I was.
So you could see the front door
Yes,
and observe the front door.
yes.
Could you watch the front door and the TV at the same time, or did you have to turn your head?
Well, I watched the TV, but all I had to do was look up because the door was there and the TV was down here.
And at 11 o'clock exactly is when you saw Mr. Schra at the front door?
Around,
Did you look at your watch?
I looked at the clock on the wall. It said, looked like 1 after 11.
Did you hear him knocking at the door?
Yes, I did.
Did you lock the door?
The front door,
Yes,
the very front door of the building,
right.
it was already closed.
Is that door locked all day long?
Yes, it is.
So a person who lives in that building needs a key to get in, is that correct?
This is correct.
Even before 11 o'clock p.m.?
Pardon me?
Even before 11 o'clock p.m., a person needs a key to enter the building.
Yes,
Okay, now you stated on direct examination that visiting hours end at 10 p.m. or 11 p.m.
visiting hours end at 11 p.m.
Is it your testimony that they do not end at 10 p.m.? You stated on direct that visiting hours ended at 10 p.m. Do you now change that to 11 p.m.?
Well, according to the sign we have in the lobby, it says 11 to 9.
Okay, there is a sign in the lobby.
Yes, there is.
And where is that sign located?
It's located where the window is on the left-hand corner on the top, where it's visual.
So you cannot let anyone in to visit anybody after 11 p.m., is that correct?
This is correct.
Did you let somebody in before 11 p.m. if they went to visit somebody?
No, I don't, not unless they have an okay by the management.
And it's not your duty to apprehend anybody.
No, it's not.